ElectraCast.
The PC gave us computing power at home, the internet connected us, and mobile let us do it pretty much anywhere. Now generative AI lets us communicate with technology in our own language using our own senses. But figuring it all out when you're living through it is a totally different story. Welcome to Leading the Shift, a new podcast from Microsoft Azure. I'm your host, Susan Ettlinger. In each episode, leaders will share what they're learning to help you navigate all this change with confidence. Please join us. Listen and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
Welcome to NASA Daily, where we bring you all of NASA's previous day's proceedings in 4 minutes or less. In today's episode, we bring you NASA's activities for June 20th, 2025.
Today, NASA, Axiom Space, and SpaceX talked about preparing to launch the Axiom Mission 4 crew to the International Space Station. The launch was postponed from June 22nd to allow additional safety checks after repairs to the station's Zvezda module. The crew includes astronauts from Poland, India, Hungary, and former NASA astronaut Peggy Whitson as commander. The Falcon 9 rocket and Dragon capsule are ready, with the crew in quarantine awaiting final clearance. The Hubble Space Telescope captured a detailed image of the dwarf galaxy NGC 4449, located 12.5 million light-years away. This small galaxy is forming stars rapidly, likely due to interactions with nearby galaxies. The James Webb Space Telescope revealed even more detail on the galaxy's dusty gas and young stars. From June 22nd to July 2nd, NASA will conduct low-altitude flights over East and West Coast cities to collect near-surface air samples. Undergraduate students will assist using aircraft performing maneuvers over urban areas, landfills, and power plants. On June 19th, the Sun produced a strong X1.9 solar flare, recorded by NASA's Solar Dynamics Observatory. Such flares can disrupt communications and power grids and pose risks to spacecraft and astronauts. NASA and NOAA monitor solar activity closely. NASA's Summer 2025 History News and Notes covers key agency moments, including responses to the Apollo 1 fire, the Shuttle Centaur cancellation, and the 35th anniversary of the Hubble telescope. New NASA-funded research shows that a planet's rotation, orbit, and axial tilt affect habitability, not just its distance from its star. The Psyche spacecraft resumed full ion propulsion on June 16th, continuing toward a Mars flyby in 2026 and asteroid arrival in 2029. June 20th marked the Northern Hemisphere's summer solstice, the longest day of the year, while the Southern Hemisphere began winter. NASA is studying passenger comfort for future electric air taxis, finding sudden vertical motions cause discomfort, guiding design improvements. NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter imaged the crash site of the Hakuto R lunar lander on Mare Frigoris, showing impact effects on the surface. On the International Space Station, Expedition 73 astronauts conducted science experiments, health monitoring, emergency drills, and maintenance. NASA launched the Arkstone CubeSat to measure lunar reflectance from space, aiming to improve calibration standards for Earth-observing satellites. Mars rover Curiosity parked in a stable spot to study bedrock and terrain before a planned 54-meter drive and atmospheric observations. Curiosity also explored fractured terrain on Mount Sharp, investigating ancient groundwater deposits and conducting extensive imaging and environmental monitoring. Those were the key activities for NASA on June 20th, 2025.
Subscribe to receive daily or rate or review so others can find us as well. Thanks for tuning into NASA Daily. This has been an ElectraCast Media production. Executive producers are Mark Netter and Peter Rafelson. Produced and edited by Hannah Riggs. Music by Amir Salale, I Say.
I'm Iris, host of Or Whatever Movies and the forthcoming Powers of Darkness podcast. For the better part of a decade, we've been unraveling a literary mystery that begins with a strange version of Dracula. Yes, that Dracula. It's a different story, imbued with a potentially insidious agenda. What we've already found so far reshapes what we thought we knew, but the investigation isn't over. Support our efforts to finish what we've started and bring the full story to light. Go now to Kickstarter.com and search up Powers of Darkness to learn more. Coming soon on ElectraCast, wherever you listen to podcasts.
ElectraCast. ElectraCast.